Hi kids, we're going to read a book. This book is my favourite book in the whole world, just about. It's called Moose by Michael Foreman. Now, judging by the cover of this book, you might think there's a bit of conflict in here, and you'd be right. But don't be scared of it. Even the best books have a little bit of conflict in them. It's going to be okay. Now, here's the hero of our book, Moose. He's just like us, really, apart from the antlers, and maybe one or two other things. But here he is, just standing around in his overalls and his slippers. Do you wear slippers? Are you wearing slippers now? I know I am. I've been wearing them a lot since COVID. I'm still in my pyjamas. Not the overalls though. Are you wearing overalls? We could go on like this all day, but we've got a book to read. So let's get into it. Moose was just an ordinary moose. He worked a little too hard, got cross in the hot weather, and was poor. What he liked best was to sit outside in the cool of the evening and sing quietly to himself. Here he is, on his rocking chair. You can see the music coming out. The house is looking very content. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh! He stopped. One day, Bear, who lived in the forest, and Eagle, who lived in the mountains, began to shout. Great angry waves of meaningless noise rolled around Moose's head. Oh, you can see it. Yah-boo! And Moose is not looking good. And the house is looking a bit upset too. Bear and Eagle shouted all day. Moose couldn't stand it. He went to see Bear. Excuse me, Bear, but why do you shout at me? Here he is, talking to Bear, and Bear looks as though he's ready to make a lot of noise, doesn't he? Shout at you, shouted Bear. I didn't know you existed. Who are you? Moose, said Moose. Ha ha, very amusing. Oh, Bear doesn't mind a bad pun. Roared Bear. I am not shouting at you. I'm shouting at that crazy bald eagle. You can see the attitude just by looking at him, can't you? Moose went to see Eagle. Excuse me, Eagle, said Moose, but are you shouting at me or at Bear? Well, you can see Moose right down the bottom here. The Eagle's way up on top of the mountain. I am shouting at that flea-bitten bear, bellowed Eagle, in what must be admitted a very similar voice to Bear's. And I'll shout at you if you don't vamoose, Moose. Oh, another bad pun. This doesn't bode well, kids. By the time Moose arrived home, the shouting was louder than ever. Poor Moose was in despair. Oh well, he said, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Heard those lines before, kids? I think you have. Well, the very next morning, the sticks and stones began. Bear threw sticks at eagle, and eagle threw stones at bear. Some of the sticks and stones fell short and around Moose's house. Oh look, Moose is upset, and the house is looking concerned. Moose was very frightened. He began using the sticks and stones to build a shelter. He built and built, dodging everything bear and eagle threw. Oh, he's working hard here. Look, these stones are very big. Eagle ordered his friends to help throw stones. Oh, and you can see there's monkeys and a goat. They're all throwing stones. Big stones landing around Moose. Bear made the other animals throw sticks. Oh, and look, Bear's got a whole army of animals with him. You can see the elephant, and another elephant, and an owl, some hippopotamuses. There's what might be a yellow ibis, unusual, and pigs, and even a giraffe. Moose worked all through the day and all through the night. He became so interested in his shelter that he forgot about Bear and Eagle and took no more notice of the shouting. His building grew larger and more splendid, and all the animals, except Bear and Eagle, laid down their sticks and stones and came to watch the building grow. Oh, look at them all standing around having a look. And it really is coming along, kids, isn't it? Even a lion. Lion in a bowler hat. Then the animals began to help Moose collect the sticks and stones that Bear and Eagle are still throwing at each other. Before very long, Bear and Eagle had thrown everything they could find to throw, including their furniture, even their furniture. They were alone and had nothing, not even a voice left to shout with. But look at what's coming along here. This is quite impressive. And everyone's helping out. Every morning after that, the animals arrived with ideas for improving the building. They added a museum, an amusement park, and even a music hall. Oh dear. Looks as though they've all got a problem with puns. And in the evening, they sang songs by the light of the moon. And then they went home, still singing. And they might have sung something like, oh, come over my place, you know I'll understand. I'll massage your aura and channel through your hands. I'm happy to help you in any way I can. But I'll start with a herbal tea of such a variety. There's dandelion, St. John's wort, green and chamomile, sleepy time, parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme. Rosehip by any other name tastes as fine. So when you're in danger, don't be a stranger. I'll make you a herbal tea. Or they might have sung something else. But look at what they've created. Created their own whole world up here. Moose was content. He sang to the stars, and sometimes, far off in the distance, he heard Bear and Eagle rumbling away to themselves. Shouting and fighting didn't do them any good, said Moose. Perhaps one day they will discover that it is much more fun to sing. And that, kids, is the end of the book. Thanks for hanging around and reading it with me. Alright, I've got to go now. You go off, have a play, have a sing.